so much for taking the time out to check out another episode. My name is Tabile Pamboga, and today I've got another special guest by the name of Busi Nkoyana. Like I say, I always call her Busi Nkoyana, and I correct myself. And she tells me there's a history to that.
There's a history to that.
So it's
both.
Yes, Nkoyana and Nkoyana, but she is Busi Nkoyana. She's a businesswoman, she's a mother, she's many things, but she's also a politician. And we shall unpack all of that as we continue.
Throwing me right under the bus.
Of course, girl, I wouldn't have it any other way.
How are you? I'm all right. I'm well. I'm well. I'm healthy.
Glad to hear that. Thank you so much for agreeing to join me on another episode.
It's always a pleasure.
No, thank you, babes. Before we go anyway, let's break it down. Who is Busi Nkoyana?
Yo, today I'm a different person every year. I'm a different person on Tuesdays.
Okay. And who is she today?
But today I'm a mother. I'm a daughter. I'm a lover. I'm a lover. I am an accomplished woman. And I'm a trying woman.
You're trying.
Today I'm a trying woman.
Okay. And what does it mean to be a trying woman?
It means that I have to make a decision every single morning of how I want my day to be.
Okay.
So that will always then go back to, so how are you going to get that done? So we try new things every day with each new thing that we try.
I like that because normally we box ourselves to say I'm this and this and this and this and this, but days are not the same. You know, days are different.
Yeah.
You know, and we feel different on a daily basis. You know, today you might feel happy, tomorrow might not feel so happy, and how you feel sometimes affects who you are.
Yes. always. And then today I don't feel like being an adult, so I'm not a mother today. Tomorrow I might not feel like being a businesswoman, and I might feel like being a spoiled brat. And spoil myself. So yes, each day also it goes according to the bucket list.
And we meet, because sorry to cut you, because sometimes we meet people on different days. And if they meet you on a happy day, they're like, oh, this is like this. And then they meet you on a bad day.
You will fail me.
You fail the exams.
Starting me.
You said your surname is good. History to it. Nkoyana.
Actually, I found this out this past weekend.
Yes. Okay.
Miss Shati is my younger sister.
Congratulations to her.
And I questioned what was your Koga is Xhosa. And because my other cousin is also engaged now. And she said we must wear Xhosa in November. And I wanted to find out because I always grew up knowing what I was Zulu and my son was Nkoyana.
Okay.
Then I realized, history is we're born Xhosa, we left because of circumstances. And then those circumstances required us to, when we moved to the new place, we call ourselves Zulus and change our surnames to Nkoyana.
Okay.
And then after things had settled down, and then Abu Koko we didn't go back. But my grandfather requested that we go back to the original surname, Nkoyana.
So you Xhosa?
I don't like saying that out loud because it comes with a reputation. Yes, I love money. That's when I realized when they said we are Xhosa, then I was like, maybe it makes sense. Why?
Why you love man?
But then there's the Zulu side of me, which is very humble, domesticated, submissive. Then there is that cultural side of me that is very much rooted into the Zulu culture.
No, okay. Well, I guess they both fall under the Nguni tribe anyway.
Yes,
so
yes.
There's some traits that they share. Being a mother, you're a mother of two, a boy and a girl.
Yes.
How has that been? And I understand you've been a single mother.
Yes.
Okay. From when? Birth? Couple of years? Last year?
Oh no, last year I stopped being a mother. Now I've got next of kins. Now I don't have kids. The last one is 19 years old. She's a grown woman.
Come on.
I'm done. I'm taking no school shoes, no school uniform, no school fees, no transport, hooting outside at 6. I'm a retired mother.
Come on.
Proudly so. But yes, I'm a mother of 2.
Okay.
My son is 22 years old.
What?
Yes, my daughter is 19.
You know what this is gonna be in my following question. Unangaki kanti?
38. No, proudly 38.
Okay.
And I am so glad because now I see people struggling with kids and I'm like, Ben Gupi must disrespect abazali. Because now we grew with them, we done.
Look at us now.
Yeah, and I'm not missing out on anything. And I will be honest, it was easier because I was young. I had the energy, I had the understanding because we did not vary too much with choice.
Okay.
We even like the same sound in music. I'm not surprised when they dress a certain way.
Yes,
because I'm familiar with the style. I'm familiar with what happens in their school. So I'm able to see when the child comes back from school and says, this is what we did, I can relate. So the minimum gap actually helped a lot when it came to understanding them.
Really?
Even when they were doing wrong, even when my son was going through something. Because it was so close to home, I realized that it was a phase. So I never ran out of patience and I never ran out of love. The disciplining part was hard because of how young I am.
Yes.
But it was easier. It was easy for him to also communicate with me when he was going through stuff because he knew that I could relate. And it makes your kids not fear you when you have them at an early age and you grow with them. So it was very easy.
So you were the cool mom?
I was never the cool mom.
Really?
Because my mom was always there to make sure I wasn't the cool mom. She wanted to make sure I understood that I had brought 2 people here and I was responsible for them. So there was no time to be cool.
You need to know the assignment, understand the assignment.
There was no time to be cool. I'm cool now.
She's a cool 38-year-old.
I'm cool now.
But what challenges did you run into being a single mom?
The first challenge was convincing my children why it was okay to be a single mom.
Okay.
Convincing my children that their dads were my mistake and not theirs.
Wow.
Convincing my kids that what happened to me has nothing to do with them.
Okay.
Convincing my kids that they would face challenges outside because of who I was at a certain time.
Okay.
Preparing them to say, these are the things you're going to hear about me. Before Bazizwa, anywhere else, I needed to prepare them to say, right, these are the things you're going to hear about me.
Yeah.
And I need to know how you feel about them.
And how did that conversation go?
Caused a bit of resentment.
Okay.
Which led to
fights.
A long recovery.
Really? On whose side? Both sides? Or
both sides. Because I also had to understand and be patient with them healing.
After hearing what?
After hearing what they were going to find out.
Yes.
Even about their fathers. Because I had to tell them, Lalela, this is who he was. I don't know who he is as a father. He was never my dad.
Yes. He's your dad.
He's your dad. I don't know who you're going to discover.
Yes.
When you are with him, when you meet him. But Yazukuluva never disappoints.
When they say, a leopard never changes
I did not have to tell my kids anything negative. They saw it themselves. So that was also a challenge. I made bad choices when it came to who fathered my kids.
Okay.
And the consequences were me having to deal with that when it came to the children. And also I always had the fear of DNA.
Why?
Because fact is they carry someone else's DNA. When Zumtana no kuluva, chances are. So even I had to be prepared for the mistakes that I made. I'm a consequences are going to say, you do realize, Guti, you brought this type of DNA into your space.
So it might
there could be a repetition of that.
And
are you ready, girl? You know,
can you handle it?
So those are challenges that I don't think most of us realize, Guti. They come with having kids. We just look at how cute it is when the child is 4 years old. You get them to a certain school and
dress them a certain way.
And then they just decide, Guti, I will not continue with school. That was your wish for me. It's not the wish for me. Luckily, my daughter did say to me when she came back with those results, the metric, and she says, "What's off metric? Now I'm gonna do me." You know,
what was your response to that?
I was like, "Okay,
why?"
Because I wish that I was given that chance to do me at a very early age.
Right.
I feel good. I could have been so far. Actually, could have been so far. No, I'm exactly what I'm supposed to do. It's okay.
No, but you can't help say that because we're all human, right? Because we all dream and think, and we all know how we were at a certain age and what our wishes, were. And you're like, if I had taken that route, I feel I could be, in a different space than where I am. And then you have to remind yourself to say, right, I'm supposed to be. To do yourself.
Oh well.
Again, it goes to show what in life you cannot predict it. You cannot. You can plan your life to the T, and then the greater power goes like, "Hello, do you know me? Have you met me?"
No greater power. At least when they come and say hello. But greater power sometimes must just not allow other things to do whatever they want with your life.
Oh, they can. That's why we call them the greater power, because they've got the power. And you try to maneuver and they're like,
I've stopped trying. I've stopped trying. I wake up each day and I'm like, I can only pick what I'm going to look like, what I'm going to feel like, and what my goal is for the day. And sometimes, most of the time, my goal is just not to be a shitty person for the day. That's it.
And you know how hard it is?
That's why I wake up every day and talk to self and say, Uguti, today, I'm not going to be a shitty person. Then I choose my lipstick. Then I choose how I'm going to feel. And some days, I choose to not feel. I don't feel any desire to be anything.
Okay.
Yeah, so I eliminate the feeling of desire. I eliminate the feeling of regrets. I eliminate the feeling of sadness. I also eliminate the desire to be happy.
Why?
Because then I will not be disappointed if that desire does not come for the day. So I put on this...
You choose to run away for the day.
Mute.
From everything. And like, Andi's are not dealing with this. Like, it's okay. It's a peaceful place.
Yes.
Space.
Yes.
How peaceful of a space was it when you were in politics? Because she was a ward councillor.
Actually, I was campaigning for ward councillor.
Oh, okay.
Hoping not to be one.
Oh, wow. Okay, whoa. What do you mean? How do you campaign and then hope not to be one?
Let me tell you the secret to my life. Secret to my life is I have personal goals that end in this box.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Which are in the form of a bucket list. One of my goals was to one day drive by on the main road and see my face everywhere. For some people, it's billboards. Okay.
Oh, God.
And I was like, okay, I don't look like a model. How can I get my face on the poles? Except dancing on the poles. But how can I get... Because I was like, I wonder what it would feel like. Having my face on a ballot paper. And I was like, okay, I'm going to try going into politics. And the political party I was in was not having it. They were not having it. And I was like, it's not your goal, it's mine. I will fulfill it with or without you. Did I not find another political party? Convince them with my intelligence and my ambition that me and I am fit for this role.
They're like, we take
And
it.
I've got the face for the post. Did I not make it there?
And you made it there.
And yes, I was hoping because I cannot be held into one space for too long.
Okay.
So I was hoping not to even get any votes because I was like, they don't understand. That's all I wanted from all of this.
can't.
And then I move.
I can't.
And then I move. I've got other things to do. I can't be sitting and worrying if people's drains are blocked
Oh, wow.
and street lights. I see how many times I text my ward councillor to say, go to the street lights on my city are not working. So no, I was not ready for that. But in all honesty, politics were never for being a politician. Politics for me have always had an ulterior motive.
Okay.
On my bucket list, I said I wanted to meet the president of the country.
Okay.
And I went into politics and I met the two presidents of
I mean,
the country.
look at you.
You know, so I have personal goals that some people think, Uguti, she was trying this, she failed. No. I did not fail. My experience with that particular situation ended.
Yes. Because you have reached your goal.
My life is a life of vacations, babe.
Okay.
It's a life of vacations. I pack my bag, go to a certain destination, even if it's meeting the president. When I'm done, pack my bags, give back the key, and I say thank you.
Toodles. I'm done.
Next vacation. I'm not wired to live a life that has a one-page obituary.
Have you always been like that?
Yes. I remember even in school I did.
Was it a personal choice or you just found yourself in those spaces? Or
unfortunately, it rooted from a disturbing situation, but I made lemonade out of it. I never really got to be stable. So I never understood what stability looked like. At a very early age, lived somewhere. At the age of 2, moved somewhere else. At the age of 4, moved somewhere else. At the age of 7. So in primary school, primary school is 7 years.
Yes.
I'd already been to Edward Majega, New Harvest, St. Thomas Aquinas Convent, Robert Carruthers, Silverfields. So in the 7 years of primary school, I'd already been in 5 different schools. So I think that created a character of I don't have to stay in one place. At first it seemed like it was a negative thing to say, Guti, I used to make excuses when I changed boyfriends every Monday, you know, to say, no, but I never was a person of stability. I was never a person who stayed, you know. But now I realize, I can use it in a positive way and do a million things until one of them makes me a millionaire.
Okay.
So that's, I had to turn it around to work positively for me. And now that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm still doing, the last time we spoke, I think I was doing about 4 things.
Yes.
Now it's probably 7.
Really? Yeah. Now, last time we spoke, there was the school.
Yes.
There was
the motivational
speaking, the radio, and other
the construction and
Are you still all of those?
No.
Still doing the school though?
Yes, I'm still doing the school. I almost also gave up on it because one of the reasons I left some of the what do we call them? Some of the spaces that I was in was, okay, this gets serious.
Break it down.
Patriarchy. So I don't know if, I will not state where they all came from, but if this certain type of men were trained this way, but you would try to grow in business, approach relevant people who have the capacity to assist you where need be. But every time you ask Uguti, listen, so how can I get that building? Because this is what I want to do. I've got the documentation, I've got the qualifications, I've got the project plan, I've got production plan, and a person will hint that they can help, and then it's followed by or and that's when I was like, I'll keep moving.
Because now you asked me when am I gonna visit you in Chakalani. what does it have anything to do with the business I'm trying to get out there?
And you always get the harassment feeling around that. And you having a meeting with someone and they want to reach out and touch your arm.
Those subtle touches.
Yabona nakhona if beba bahle something, you know,
or they'll comment about
do a few things to get up the ladder,
yes.
to get up the. But you're like,
I can't.
Like you wanna check like me, you,
yes,
as in,
or me check like you, like
all over,
this you,
you know,
this version.
So that experience caused me to leave construction. Made me not want to be in certain spaces anymore. So yeah, I'm doing something else.
Okay. But I know you've got passion for kids.
Yes.
I know you've got passion for kids. I mean, school, after school, like, you know, not her kids, just kids.
Other people's kids that can leave my house at 5.
Are you still doing that though?
Yes, I am. I still do intend on it growing much bigger.
Are we still going to the same picture of you having like a school in a building, and
yes,
that's still the direction that you're going for? Okay.
Because I do want to have holiday programs, to have children get exposed to things that they can't get exposed to just around.
Yeah.
Some children do love being in water. Some children do love singing. Some children do love, you know, art. So I do want a school that will embrace that.
Okay.
And it's not better than any other school. It's just for better kids. Yeah, kids who know what they want and who understand that they're different, and who have parents that want to nurture
what their kids are.
That's what my school will be about.
Okay.
You know, it's not really there to be validated by anybody else. So that is still what I want.
Okay.
Yes.
And are you working towards that?
I am
currently, or you just okay?
I am working towards that because, like I said, I'm still knocking on those doors.
Yeah.
It's just always those men that keep being at behind that door. But I'm gonna keep knocking.
No, definitely.
But the one thing that I am hard at work at is the safe house.
The safe house. So tell us about that.
I've been a GBV activist for very long. I've stood on stages telling my story, and I cannot say I'm a survivor if I keep going on the stage and telling the same story.
Okay.
So I've decided to graduate.
Okay.
Yes,
Right.
graduate mina.
Move on.
From victim, survivor,
Okay.
to now solution provider.
Oh, big words.
Solution
Big
provider.
words.
So now I've realized, good, now that I've experienced what it's like to be the victim and the survivor, what part of my experience would I like to make different for another person?
Okay.
Now I just don't want to talk to people.
Yeah.
And tell them it's going to be okay.
Okay.
Now I want a safe house.
All right.
Where they don't have to sleep on the benches in a police station. I've had that experience. So now I'm like, okay, I've talked about that. Now what? Now what do I say about the woman that was me, that was sleeping
at the bench at the police station?
Yeah, on that bench. What am I saying about the woman that did not want to talk about it immediately? You know, does she have somewhere to go, put her head, rest,
and feel safe?
Feel safe, and then talk about it when she's ready.
Do you think there are enough shelters currently? Because I know there's a couple of shelters, but do you think there are enough shelters currently for women?
No, because I've had a lot of women at my own doorstep.
Wow.
You know, that will come and say, Guti, right, this is my situation. And I will try to communicate with organizations that I know of. And they will tell me, Guti, there is no safe house around here. Safe houses are a bit far from where we are. So I want one that will be able to liaise with the local SAPS, the local social workers, where neighbors can be able to give me a call and say, Guti, this is the situation. Then I already know what a victim needs. You know,
all right.
And what they need is to come home to a place that does not make them want to go back to the perpetrator.
Because they feel like they don't have any other option.
Yes. So the safe house, ukumbule, women that are being abused are not poverty-stricken women or women that have nothing, or women.
Anyway.
It could be a woman that is leaving her queen-size bed, 53,000 rand, because a man is beating her up. So the safe house should be a place that says, Uguti, we are going to treat you as a woman and as a mother. So the safe house is supposed to have baby facilities as well.
Yes.
Which means that she should be able to not worry about diapers. She can run here and not worry.
Nothing from home. And no, when I get there, yes.
Where there's
for herself as well as the baby.
There's a brand new toothbrush. But you should have seen us when we were victims. Where you have to step out tomorrow in the light with that t-shirt, with that is blood stained.
And walk home. Because now nobody helped you, basically. And when you get to like, so how was it there at the police station? Because now you don't have a choice.
Even when you get to the police station, they will tell you, say, ma'am, we can escort you to go and get your things.
And go
Get them and go away.
And go away. It's 2 a.m. in the morning. Where am I going to go?
So that's what I'm doing now. So that's what I'm focusing on now, because I also feel that it is an urgent need.
Wow. You know, me and Busi can talk for hours.
Yes,
as you've heard, she's got a lot. She's like layers and layers and layers and layers of human, business, GBV. Like she's got a lot of, she's got a story to tell. She's got a book, by the way. She wrote a book.
Oh, and the book, the book is ready.
Is it ready?
Just needs to go to the publishers. The book is done.
What's the name of the book?
The book is called The Bitter Taste of Adultery.
The
bitter taste of adultery.
Why that? Because I know the story is about a woman who was cheated on, and the woman that was cheated with. Am I correct?
Yes.
Why that angle? Is it
that angle because, for one, the book itself, I did not want to be the black woman that writes about pain.
Okay. All right.
We're not all about pain. We're not all about struggle, Black women wear lingerie. And I wanted a book that would kind of expose our sexy side.
Yeah.
The side that can steal your man. The side that, because it's a reality. And maybe some people don't even know how their men were snatched.
Wow.
There's touches there in that book that will tell you, Guti, she wore underwear the size of a napkin. I mean, it will tell you, Guti, when deeds were done, nail marks were left on the couch. It's a book of passion. It's a book that gives you a light on black women having fantasies.
Okay.
On how black women react.
Okay.
When they're not feeling sexy, when they are feeling sexy, and how men treat certain types of women.
Okay.
So now also in there, it has it's 3 sections.
Yeah.
It's Noma's diary, which has the longest story. Then some of the characters come into the other 2 chapters, which is Gugu's pain, right? Okay. That's the 2nd chapter. The 3rd chapter is Jabu's confession, Sandile's confessions. Ooh. And yes, so Sandile, is
confesses.
That guy who was in politics.
Who had all the ladies.
That one.
Yeah, that one.
Who you meet at the after tears.
Hey! Bona, it sounds so...
So I am excited about the book. I've had, also before I released it, I wanted to give out a few manuscripts.
Okay.
To get reviews on it. Not that I needed, but it was exciting to know that everybody is saying...
Just needed the idea to say it.
I wanted to see people's reaction because I wanted also as part of the cover where I quote people's reaction when they read the book. It is very exciting, even if I may say so myself, but I'm an exciting person, So.
Blowing her own horn.
I'm an interesting person.
Yes,
my book is very interesting.
No, definitely. I agree with you.
But it should be out soon. Yes. I'm hoping that it will be out no later than the end of this year.
I can't wait. I can't wait. I know. Because she's also a polygamist, by the way.
So it's got that too.
Before we close, why are you a polygamist? Because she doesn't believe in cheating, this one, right? She's like, doesn't believe that there's cheating. And I'm like, what?
Yeah, because I will keep repeating what I say all the time. You can't hate someone for choosing to experience someone else in their own lifetime.
That's why she keeps on changing, because she chooses to experience people at different times.
Exactly. And
but hold on, boss, wait. What do you mean you cannot be angry at someone who chooses to experience other people while you two are experiencing each other?
Why am I limited to?
No, then experience, then get that and go experience. Why are we experiencing?
No, you
tasting,
can go.
Tasting.
You can go. Even now, we see with me at the moment. At the moment. I saw someone saying, Guti, if you are the prize, then there has to be a race. Right? There has to be a race.
So you are
and if one person races, they can sit down, take a break, chill whenever they want, get up, run again. Yeah, you understand? And then you're not even the prize. I remember the guy specifically saying in his video, now you are the participation trophy. The guy gets it because he participated.
Oh, okay.
There was no, now it's a race.
Okay. Do people know
the
that
best man win?
Do these men know that they're in a race?
Yes.
Okay.
They've got their numbers. They know where the start is. They know where the hurdles are. The prize shall go to the man who finishes the race.
Hey, yazini, guys. Gunini, yeah, and it's getting guniniest. Like, it's a lot.
So that's where I am now. Because polygamy has never been an issue. Polygamy has never ever been an issue for me.
Would you be though the second wife or first wife?
Yes. Also, my reasons might sound a bit cliche, petty or whatever, but should the man pass, I think about things like that. Should the man pass on, I don't want to be discussing his estate. No. Let someone else take care of that. And I also don't want the man to feel obligated to, especially now most men have kids.
Yeah.
To feel obligated to leaving me things that he worked hard for, which are meant to go to his kids. Because I always feel like Maschada, we automatically feel entitled to this human being and his things, you know. So I'll be the second wife of Pumuzikanda from that woman that is expecting such things from you.
Oh, okay.
The breather, I'll be there, and that's
the fun.
I'll be the fun.
You'll be the fun. And this, me.
I'll be the fun.
Never.
Also, I don't know. It's a lot for me. Maybe it's the type.
Yeah.
Or the criteria that has been in my life. But here they are a lot, eh? They are the ones that I want to share with other people.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know, you pick they're like your kids. Now and again, you want to send them a crash. You know, go and
breathe.
So I think that's how I'm wired.
Okay.
I'm not wired to have this. But like I say, mhlambe type.
Maybe type.
Mhlambe type. Mhlambe mangayithola leya full
package. No, I don't want to share this one. This one is all mine.
Yes, but I would love to reach that point where I say, Wuti, no, don't. But then again, Mina, I can be toxic. So maybe he might end up actually being with someone else because to get away from me. Yes. I could be the one that makes someone else want to be a polygamist. So ngiyazazi man. Yeah, ngiyadimanda.
It's a lot. You are a lot yourself.
You see, like when I go on this scale to weigh myself, you see that one.
The way,
that is all of me. Yeah, so it's not just bones and fat, it's also attitude, moods. I feel like mine go on that, on that whole scale.
You know what, like I said, me and Busi can talk the whole day. And she just touched now on the issue of toxicity. I think it's another episode, another chat that we will unpack, you know, whereby sometimes we don't recognize ourselves as being the toxic people. We'll always finger pointing to the other person. But like I said, that's a topic for another day. And for today, we'll wrap it up here. Like I said, we can talk. We've got so much. We laughed. We spoke about everything and anything. And but yeah, that was Busi Nkoyana. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it.
Welcome. Welcome.
And she will be coming back again. I promise you, she will be coming back to share about other things. Like I said, she's layers and layers and layers of different things. So that's what makes her a good candidate.
13 episodes.
She's 34 episodes. This one, not even 13. She's a whole. I don't know. So in the movie, I don't know what it is.
Omnibus.
Seasons. Oh my gosh, on that note, I'd like to thank you once again for taking the time out to check out this episode. Please make sure that you like and subscribe to the page, and leave your reviews, your comments. I'd like to hear from you what you have to say about the page, about the episode, and what else you'd like to hear, see, and for me to talk about. Thank you so much once again, and on that note, I'd like to sign out. My name is Tabile Pambuga, and it's been a blast. Thank you.